Like whether it's making music or making art, I like doing something where you start out, like if you write a song, there's literally nothing. It's just, before your song, there's, nothing, a black hole. And then you make a song and you record it, play it live, and then you've kind of made something out of nothing. I like that, and there's kind of no rules. You can kind of do whatever you want. There's no one saying you can't do that, you can't do this. Same with my art, there's a blank bit of paper and you just kind of unlimited possibilities really. You can do whatever you want. So it's really up to you to decide how you're going to do it. Kind of just however you want to express yourself, however weird you want to get, or whatever you want to do, you can kind of do it. I like having no limitations, no glass ceiling, I just like the freedom. I've always wanted to do a job that I loved, like make an income doing something kind of cool, something I care about. I didn't actually think it was possible for me to like do a job that I loved, but I always liked art all through school. I was always doodling in my textbooks and stuff like that. And then after school I thought about going and studying art, maybe graphic design, but then I didn't do that because I didn't think it'd be a good career choice. It's really like money's got nothing to do with art, really. I didn't have parents telling me I should, go to uni. It was always myself. My dad was a carpet layer and I used to go to work with him in the school holidays, and it was just like the hardest work ever. I'm like, stuff like that, I'm not gonna use my body for work, it's too hard, so I want to use my brain. So I went to uni and I studied economics instead. After that I ended up just falling into a financial planning job and kind of got stuck there for 10 years. When I was working in my finance job, I guess I felt like I was kind of wasting my potential. It felt like I was chained to the desk. You had to be there like 9 to 5. Even if you finished all your work, you still have to be there and pretend you're working. Didn't make sense really. It was just kind of like Groundhog Day every day. 5 o'clock came around, I used to run out the door pretty much. Just didn't really want to be there, so pretty much I just felt like I was wasting my life. But I knew if I didn't do something, I'd look back in 10 years and I'd still be doing the same thing. Through that time I'd always been drawing and always drawing in notebooks and stuff like that, drawing post-it notes on my desk when I should have been working, trying not to let the boss see me. So yeah, I just started a blog, got a little bit of attention from that, and in early 2012 had an art show down at Cronulla, and then that's when I first made t-shirts and sold artworks, and that was kind of the start of it. I figured it was an easier way to make money off your art selling t-shirts, because people understand t-shirts, people buy t-shirts all the time. There's kind of a set price you can make, there's kind of some profit margin in there. You kind of need to be thinking about money. It's a pretty dirty word, especially when you talk about art. Making money's over here, making art's over here, and the key to doing it for an income, for a living, is to like merge the two. So I did that by making t-shirts initially. Then I do other products, and then other things lead from that. As you get more exposure, you get more opportunities. Probably for about 2 years I kind of had 2 jobs. I'd go to my day job during the week, and then every night I'd be drawing, and then on a Sunday I'd go to Bondi markets and sell t-shirts and art prints. Towards the end of the 2 years, kind of got so busy doing commissions and stuff like that, I dropped down to 4 days at work, and then I just quit because I just figured I could make an income selling t-shirts. I probably use the other side of my brain that I think more kind of strategic, analytical, So that's why a lot of my original designs are kind of like a bearded head. So it's just the head. So if you look, it's like perfect for a t-shirt pretty much. So once I went full time, it took me a few years to get used to it. I've been full time now for about 2.5 years, or the first year was kind of like, you gotta pinch yourself. It's pretty cool. A lot of my artworks have bearded dudes and animals. I kind of focus on bearded dudes and animals. Sometimes I like to draw fruit and skulls, but usually it's kind of character based. I remember when I first started drawing beards, one of my first beards was I did like a sailor captain guy. When I drew that, he had like a raindrop pattern in his beard, and that was pretty cool. Then I kind of did a few more of those, and then I kind of moved on, did something else. So then I kind of narrowed down on that focus more and kind of followed that style a bit. So after I decide what kind of picture I want to draw. So I want to draw a lion. I'll find some reference images of a lion. I'll sketch it out on paper. Then after that, I'll add the colour, and then after that, I'll do the black lines and all the details. Even before I was doing art, I used to write poems, say like birthday cards, or just write a weird poem, or a wedding card or something like that. Just kind of make it different. See, a lot of birthday cards are like, hope you have a great birthday, love, mum. That's kind of where it came from. But then now when I do my poems, I kind of will draw the picture, I'll do the artwork, and then after that I'll sit down and just kind of write a poem. Sometimes it might be about the person that commissioned me to draw the painting or certain elements, or I'll just look at the picture and kind of be inspired by that. When I draw animals, I like to kind of give them kind of a human vibe. So I might, they might have a hat or a tie or sunglasses, or a cape. Just kind of like to give them a character, and so when I write the story, it's kind of like they're just a person, really, not an animal. They're more just some kind of person with a weird story. When I started taking my art more seriously, I did a bit of research, looked at a lot of artists, and just kind of stuff that really stood out to me, I kind of incorporated that into my art. I think if you want to get into the art side industry, or really any kind of creative industry, I think one of the most important things I would say would be to find your style. So I guess you can find your style by experimenting, doing lots of different things, making heaps of art. When people see my work, I guess I want them to smile and just be brighten the day, I guess. I do like lots of bright colours, and my artworks are all kind of a bit humorous. Like I had a fan recently, their friends emailed me, she was diagnosed with cancer, so they got me to paint a cat, so that was pretty cool. Pretty cool to do something like that for someone. I just wanted to bring some colour into the world and just have fun. I guess I don't like growing up, so I just like being kind of like a kid. If I didn't think about making money from my art, I'd still be working in the job I didn't like. I just love the freedom of being my own boss, and I guess the whole time what I'm trying to do is just make a living from my art, provide for my family, so that's kind of my main inspiration, I guess. And it's worked really well. Sold lots of bearded head t-shirts.